Today, we're diving into a topic that's more relevant than ever, the signs that you might be the new poor. We're talking about those who might seem like they're doing okay on the surface, but are actually struggling to make ends meet. We're going to be real and raw in this video, hitting you with 15 signs that you might be part of this new wave of financial hardship. But hey, even if some of these signs resonate with you, remember, it's not about staying down, it's about getting back up. Let's get started. All right, first up, let's talk about living paycheck to paycheck. You know, that feeling when your bank account gets a little boost. And then bam, rent, bills and groceries wipe it out like Thanos snapping his fingers. Millions are stuck in this cycle, praying they don't get hit with an unexpected expense. It's a constant source of stress, wondering if you'll have enough to cover the basics. It's like being on a financial treadmill, running and running, but never actually getting ahead. Next up, let's talk about debt, that monster lurking under the bed, ready to grab your ankles if you fall behind on payments. We're talking credit card debt, student loans, car loans, the whole shebang. It's like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Tempting credit card offers, easy online loans, even buying that shiny new phone you don't need but really want. It all adds up, and before you know it, you're drowning in debt. It's like carrying around a ton of bricks. Heavy, stressful, and holding you back. Now imagine this, your car breaks down, your refrigerator decides to retire, or you face a sudden medical expense. What do you do? If your answer involves panicking, you might be missing a crucial safety net, an emergency fund. This is your financial first aid kit, the money you stash away for those unexpected oh crap moments life throws your way. But here's the kicker, a lot of people simply don't have one, and without that financial cushion, even a small bump in the road can send you spiraling into debt and despair. Chapter 5. The Credit Card Trap. Let's talk plastic credit cards, those little rectangular pieces of temptation that can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. They can be super convenient, but they can also lead you down a dangerous path. When you're constantly relying on credit cards to cover your daily expenses, it's a sign you're living beyond your means. Break free from the credit card trap, my friends. It's time to take control of your finances and build a brighter future. Healthcare. A luxury, not a right. Let's get real about something that shouldn't be a luxury, healthcare. Sadly, for many, affording quality healthcare is a constant struggle. Sky-high insurance premiums, deductibles like a second mortgage, and prescription costs that make your wallet cry. It's enough to make you sick. The worst part, people delay or skip necessary care because they can't afford it. Healthcare should be accessible to everyone, not just those with deep pockets. Chapter 6. Skipping meals, a desperate measure. This next sign is a tough one to talk about, but it's a harsh reality for some people. Skipping meals to save money. When you're struggling to make ends meet, sometimes even putting food on the table becomes a challenge. Imagine having to choose between paying rent and buying groceries. It's a heartbreaking situation that no one should ever have to face. Food is a basic human need, yet so many people are going hungry because they simply can't afford to eat. This is a desperate measure that highlights the severity of financial struggles. All right, let's talk about the future retirement, that mythical land of leisure and relaxation. But for many people, retirement feels like an impossible dream, a distant galaxy they'll never reach. Why? Because they're too busy trying to survive the present to even think about saving for the future. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, retirement contributions are often the first thing to go. And let's be real, even if you can manage to save a little something, it's tough to watch your nest egg dwindle away with each passing market downturn. Even small steps towards saving can make a big difference in the long run. So start now and give yourself a fighting chance for a better tomorrow. Ever feel like you're stuck in a game of financial whack-a-mole? Just when you think you've got a handle on your expenses, bam! Rent goes up, groceries get more expensive, and suddenly you're back to square one. Welcome to the high cost of living, where even a decent salary can feel like chump change. It's especially tough in big cities, where rent can eat up a huge chunk of your income, leaving you with little left over for anything else. Owning a home is often touted as the American dream, but let's face it, it can quickly turn into a nightmare if you're not prepared for the financial responsibility. We're talking about those unexpected and often expensive home repairs that can pop up out of nowhere, like a leaky roof, a busted pipe, or a faulty appliance. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, these repairs can feel like a punch to the gut, forcing you to choose between fixing your home and putting food on the table. It's a harsh reality that many face, making home ownership feel more like a burden than a dream. For many people, owning a car is a luxury they simply can't afford. The costs of car payments, insurance, gas, and maintenance can be astronomical, especially with the rising cost of everything. So, what's the alternative? Public transportation. While it can be a lifesaver, it's not always reliable or convenient. Long commutes, crowded buses, and delayed trains can make getting around a major hassle, adding extra stress to an already stressful life. Remember those carefree days when you could spontaneously grab a coffee with friends, catch a movie on a whim, or treat yourself to a little something special? Well, when you're the new poor, those days are long gone. Discretionary spending, that magical category that includes all the fun stuff in life, is often the first to go when money gets tight. It's like living in a perpetual state of no fun allowed, where every penny is accounted for and there's simply no room for spontaneity or enjoyment. The new poor must prioritize essentials, leaving little to no room for leisure or indulgence. Okay, let's talk about payday loans, those predatory lenders that prey on people's desperation with promises of quick and easy cash. But here's the catch. These loans come with sky-high interest rates that can trap you in a cycle of debt faster than you can save financial ruin. It's like selling your soul to the devil for a few extra bucks, only to realize later that you've made a grave mistake. Payday loans are a financial black hole that can suck you in and never let go. If you're struggling to make ends meet, please explore other options before resorting to payday loans. Seek advice from financial advisors or community help centers. Education is often touted as the key to a better future, but what happens when that key is hidden behind a paywall? The rising cost of education is a major barrier for many people, preventing them from reaching their full potential. Think about it. Soaring tuition fees, expensive textbooks, and the pressure to work while studying can make pursuing higher education feel like an impossible dream. We need to make education more accessible and affordable so everyone has the opportunity to learn, grow, and achieve their dreams. Imagine living in a cramped apartment with multiple roommates, struggling to find space for your belongings and a moment of peace and quiet. Sadly, this is the reality for many people who are forced to live in overcrowded housing conditions due to financial constraints. It's a sign of the times, a symptom of the growing affordability crisis that's gripping our nation. When rent prices skyrocket and wages stagnate, people are left with few options, often forced to choose between living in cramped quarters or facing homelessness. We need to address the root causes of the housing crisis and create more affordable housing options for everyone. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the constant financial stress that weighs heavily on the minds of millions. It's that nagging feeling in the back of your head, that knot in your stomach that just won't go away. Financial stress can manifest in countless ways: insomnia, anxiety, depression, even physical health problems. It's like a slow poison gradually chipping away at your well-being. And the worst part, it can often feel isolating and shameful, like you're the only one struggling to keep your head above water. Millions of people are facing similar challenges, and it's okay to reach out for help. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. We're all in this together. Stay strong. See you in the next video.